All right, guys, so if you saw the video a couple of weeks ago, I received a new helmet from Arai. I'm going to make this my new Moto vlogging helmet. So I've had that for a couple of weeks now. I haven't really ridden with it a whole lot since I don't have all my stuff on it in order to make videos. So today's video, I'm going to be installing a brand new product that I just received in the mail to make this my new Moto vlogging helmet. And I'm excited about this product. I just received the new Sena 50S. So I'm gonna get it unboxed and get it installed on this helmet here. If you look at the packaging looks really nice. You can see the picture of the Sena 50S. Let's open it up. Let me show you what it looks like. What's inside the box. So on the top, look at that. Now that is gonna look nice on the side of my helmet. Let's get it out. Has a little wheel there. That's the 50S. Check that out. What else is in here? Ear pads for the earphones. Set these aside. Charger for the Sena 50S. Stick-on adapter. Little microphone here. Looks like clips and stick-ons for the microphone. More stick-on. I guess that is for the ear pads and some other things. I don't know. I'll have to see what this is. I'll have to check and see what this is. It's a coaxial cable. 3.5 millimeter going into, I'm not 100% sure. Here is the microphone with the earphones attached to it. Now this is the mic with the boom on it. Let me open this up before we go too far. It feels, guys, this feels well made. So this clips onto the helmet, and here's your speakers here. And this is the microphone with the boom. Now, I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to use the other microphone that they had in the package. Now, if I had a half shell or something like that, I would use this. I'm going to have to figure out how to take this off and put the other one on. Microphone covers, they give you 4. That's pretty cool. All the other ones I ever had, I always lose them. I guess I won't be using that since the microphone that I showed you has one on it already. And wow, I'll give you another microphone. So here's a shorter style microphone with a smaller boom compared to this one. I'm still going to use the other one. I like that other one better. This is a charger, but it's a Wi-Fi charger. So you can update your Sena through the Wi-Fi with this Wi-Fi charger. Now that's neat. So every time you plug it up, if there's an update, if your Sena is hooked up to the Wi-Fi, it will update it automatically. So you actually get 2 chargers, one Wi-Fi charger and one regular charger. Here's a Allen key, a little Allen key. We'll lay that aside. I don't know what that's for yet. We'll set it right here. Owner's manuals, a lot of owner's manuals. Nope, nope, nope. English. The Sena Wi-Fi adapter 50 series quick start guide. There you go. A quick start guide just for the Wi-Fi charger. Quick start guide, okay, in English. Can you see that? Let's get this installed on the helmet. I'm excited. I think it's gonna look great. I always like black and gray together. You can see the helmet is black, white, and gray. The Harley's black with chrome, but the Harley Davidson logo is in gray. So that's kind of the theme, black and gray. So it's going to look great on the helmet. I might have to pause it here and read a little bit of the owner's manual and see how to change out the microphone, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so here's the microphone. I found out how to change it out. It's really simple. What the Allen key was for. You want to unscrew both of these, just like this. Got that out. So you got the screws off. Take this here, lift it up. I don't know if you can see that. There's this little round thing right here. Round thing that goes around there. So what you do is you take that and you turn it, let's see, that's counterclockwise. Just turn that it's a little round thing. You'll see what I'm talking about. You turn it counterclockwise here. Oh, yeah, there you go. And then after you turn it, you're able to, see this? Unplug it. Just, let's get the other one. So take this, plug it in. Now I take this little round thing, lock it down, and you'll hear it lock into place. I have to put this plate back on. If I wanted to stick it on the helmet versus clipping it on the helmet, I would take this off and use this one with the 3M. So I got to take this stuff out so I can get to the earphones. Let's take this padding off. Arai makes it super easy for you. I have the cutout already for the headphones. Peel this extra foam away, get the headphones put in, and they go right in there, one on each side. Get it peeled off. I can put the headphones in here. This is a real solid construction the way this is made. It's going to be, I'm turned around. So if it's going to be on that side, I need the longest one on this side. What I mean by longest one, just to show you, you see that? The longest one, of course, runs to the other side. The helmet would be this one. Cover that back up. I want to make sure I got this on as nice as it was, because this helmet is super comfortable. If you haven't had the opportunity to try out an Arai, do so. They're really nice helmets. Now I got the other one out. Same thing as we just did with that one. They even cut it out for you. You can see that. You just pull that away. It's already pre-cut. Comes out. Real simple and easy. There we go. Got it. Okay, now take this one and stick it in there. Put the cover back over it. I'm gonna put the padding back in on that side. Right now, so I'm getting everything ran in the helmet. You gotta make sure it's right, because you don't wanna be able to feel the wire. That's the last thing you wanna do. All right, so now guys, you wanna take this connector or clip or whatever you wanna say that goes to the helmet, and you wanna put it between the helmet and the padding. That's why I left this one loose here. Let me loosen these screws a little bit more so it spreads a little bit more. So now I'll take it, and before I tighten it down, I'll make sure that that looks good. So about right there. Nope, needs to go a little bit further back. There it is, about right there. Now, what I have to do is tighten it down, and then I'll get my microphone ran. This is not a hard install at all. The most difficult thing is getting the wires ran where you want them. You do not want to be on a long road trip and have these wires rubbing against your head. It's uncomfortable, believe me. I've done it the wrong way on a previous headset that I had. I had to stop midway through the trip, take everything out, and put it on again. We don't have much to do now. The only thing we have to do is run the microphone. Okay, so now it's time to get the little microphone ran. And I'm gonna run this up to the front. You don't want it really in front of your nose or right in front of your mouth. You want it close, but you don't want to sound like you're Darth Vader breathing really heavy and hard on the microphone. You might want it a little bit to the right or a little bit to the left. In this case, since the device will be on the left, I'll just make it a little bit to the left, because when I run my motor vlogging microphone, it'll be a little bit to the right. So let's just get this ran on the inside of the helmet. We are almost done with putting it together. There we go. Now we got this. We're gonna put this in there. We're gonna put all the padding back the way it was. Okay, so I got all the wires ran now. Only thing I have to do is add the device on the side, and it goes on real simple. You can see the connectors right here, right there, and you can see the connectors on the bottom of it. See that? Slides on there, just like this. And there you go. It snapped into place, and that looks good. It looks like it was made for this helmet. Check that out. That looks awesome. Check that out. Okay guys, it's the next day, and the reason why is because I had to stop to go to Best Buy to pick up my GoPro mounts. Now, I had everything installed on my last motovlogging helmet, and I'm going to use some of the stuff from that helmet, but you cannot reuse the GoPro mount, so I had to stop, take a trip to Best Buy, and by the time I got back, I figured I'd just finish up the video the next day. That looks awesome on this helmet. I am going to install the GoPro on the front. I'll show you all that. But I'm going to take this opportunity to quickly run through some of the features of this helmet, and just to get you started. Just in case you may not be making a motovlogging helmet, this might be all that you want to do. All right, so first thing, we're going to go over the buttons of the Sena 50S. Now, this is the jog dial here. It turns and also push it in. On the back, it's the P button or phone button right there. On the bottom here you'll see the ambient button, and I'll go over all this stuff in a minute. And right here is your Bluetooth antenna right there. But this up here up top, you push that out and pops up. That is the mesh intercom antenna. If you look there, button in there, it's a mesh intercom button. On the back, right here, this silver button, this is how you disconnect the Sena S from the cradle. Let me show you. So you press the silver button there, and then it just slides out just like this. There's a groove there where it just slides on to the cradle. Last but not least, you have an auxiliary port in the back right here. I'm going to take my wireless microphone and stick it inside the helmet so you can hear the audio from the helmet. And I'm going to be using another Bluetooth helmet to show you how easy it is to connect the helmets. So after I quickly run through the features, we'll go ahead and continue making this the Moto vlogging helmet. All right, so let me show you how to turn it on. What you want to do, you want to touch the jog dial, push that button, and the P button or the phone button on the back. Hold them down for 1 second and it turns on.
Hello.
Now to turn it off, all you have to do is press the jog dial button and the P button.
Goodbye.
And it turns it off. Okay, so now let me show you how simple it is to pair it with your smartphone. So with the device off, all you have to do is hold the P button again and the jog dial button for 5 seconds.
Hello. Phone pairing.
Now the Sena 50S is in pairing mode. Start a Bluetooth scan on your smartphone, find the Sena device, select it.
Your headset is paired.
And it's paired just like that. Now to pair up to another helmet, all you have to do is hold the jog dial down for 5 seconds.
Intercom pairing.
Now that it's in pairing mode, make sure the other person starts their helmet. So now, after the second person puts their helmet into intercom pairing, it usually takes about 4 or 5 seconds and they'll pair up. So you can add 3 more riders and with a total of 4 people connected. So the range for the intercom reaches up to 1.2 miles away. So that's pretty impressive. There's a couple more features I want to show you. It has to do with communicating. The mesh intercom will automatically connect to other Sena 50S users. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any other Sena 50S users around, so I won't be able to demonstrate that. And there's another feature that with the mesh intercom system that you can have a group mesh where you can connect up to 24 riders and they can leave and come back and it will automatically connect again. All right, so let me show you how easy it is to play your music on your smartphone just by pressing the button. All you have to do is press the jog dial down for 1 second. And to stop it, press it again for 1 second. It even has an FM radio. And if you want to play the FM radio, all you have to do is touch the P button, the phone button on the back, press that for 1 second.
FM on 93.1.
Make it easy to manage your money.
And to turn it off, hold that for 1 second.
Budget and saving.
FM off.
For instance, you're riding your motorcycle, you go into a gas station to pay, and you don't want to take your helmet off in order to hear the attendant. All you have to do is press the ambient button on the bottom, and it will allow you to hear your surroundings without taking the helmet off. Okay, so one last thing, the auxiliary port on the back. So that is just a quick rundown on the Sena 50S. Don't forget to go to the Apple Store or the Google Play Store to download the app. There's a whole lot more features. In the future videos, I'll get more in depth to show you some of those features. But now let's go ahead and finish the Moto vlogging helmet. Okay guys, so this is my previous Moto vlogging helmet. The mount on the side is not reusable, but everything else I can take off. So I'm gonna get this off here. See where the mount is on this helmet. I'm gonna have to find a good place to put it on this helmet. Here's the mount. Since the Sena 50S is on this side, I'm going to put the mount on this side to kind of balance out the helmet a little bit. This is the GoPro curved mount. You can see it has a slight curve to it. Can you see that there? A very slight curve. This is my GoPro Hero 7. I have a Hero 7 and a Hero 8. And now the new Hero 9 is out, but I don't think I'll be buying the Hero 9, at least not for now. This Hero 7 is what I use on the helmet. The Hero 8 is what I use on the motorcycle. You need a microphone adapter for the 7, 8, and 9. And this is the microphone adapter for the 7. Now, so with the microphone adapter, you have to have a place for it. Some people Velcro it on the helmet, but I bought this Ulanza case right off of Amazon right here. It wasn't very expensive. The 90-degree angle mount, I bought that off Amazon as well. I don't remember what it was called. I'll try to find that as well. And then the toes curved arm. You can see how the arm is curved like that. You can put it on the helmet and it curves around. That's where the lens is. So you're not mounting this in the middle of the helmet. You are mounting the lens in the middle of the helmet in order to get the best view. I've had a GoPro mounted on top. I've had a GoPro mounted on the side. The best place for it is right on the front of the helmet. It gives you the best view, but you can't mount it straight. You have to have room for it to tilt back in order to see over the fairing. Especially if you're a shorter rider, you need to be able to tilt it back to give you a better view. In the beginning, I had it wrong and all you saw was fairing. So you have to have the camera angled up a little bit in order to give you a better view of the ride around you. And I always keep it in super view. Well, not always. Sometimes I have it in wide, sometimes I have it in super view. And that is the best setting for me. And by the way, guys, I only shoot in 1080p 60 frames per second. It does 4K. My camera does 4K. Every piece of camera equipment I have does 4K. 1080p 60 frames per second looks great, and it doesn't take a lot of your memory on your laptop or memory cards. So that's why I choose to shoot in 1080p 60 frames per second. And sometimes I even take it from 1080p 60 frames per second and render it at 1080p 24 frames per second just to give it a different look. You kind of want to just hold it up against the helmet to make sure that it's in the right place before you stick the mount on. Because once you stick this on, you can't take it off. And by the way, guys, it is harder to stick it onto a matte finished helmet. That's why it's best to buy the real GoPro mounts. The GoPro mounts with the 3M adhesives. I bought some generic ones before and my GoPro has fell off midway during the ride and got ran over by a car. So you want to use the real GoPro mounts. I don't know what it is that they use, but it bonds a lot better than the generic ones. So I think it's going to be about right here. Let me pause the video and when I come back and I'll show you where I placed it. All right, so I have it stuck on. You can see it's right there. Okay, so the reason why I put it right there, because I wanted the GoPro a little bit more to the side. It's still on the front, but just over to the side a little bit because I didn't want to block my chin vent as much this time as I did the last helmet. We'll put this on. It slides in there. That's what it looks like. You see how it's angled up like that? So I'm going to rob the microphone from my old helmet just because I'm not going to use it as a motovlogging helmet anymore, so I might as well take it out. I have the Purple Panda microphone. It's a great microphone. It sounds good. And I will put a link to it in the description below. So let me get it out of this helmet and get it connected to this one. Here's the microphone here. And even though it's in the helmet, I put the wind in my phone anyway because you can, well, get some wind noise when you got your vents open. And it comes very long. And then after that, you even have to put an adapter on it to make it go into the microphone adapter. This goes to the microphone adapter, and all of this goes inside the helmet, tucked in behind the pad, and the microphone, of course, goes to the front of the helmet. Okay, guys, so that's it. I'm completely finished with my motovlogging helmet. I got the new Sena 50S on the side, the Arai Corsair X, and the GoPro on the front, the Purple Panda microphone mounted inside. Now I'm ready to take this helmet out and go on a ride. And guys, you'll be seeing all the footage coming from my new motovlogging helmet. I'll be doing more videos on the Sena 50S, more videos on the Arai helmet. Put all the links in the description below. So definitely go to Sena.com to check out the new Sena 50S. All the videos that you're going to see going forward will be coming from this motovlogging helmet. Again, I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, have a blessed day. And I'm going for a ride.